Hey everyone, and welcome to a secret show. This is a secret show. If you're watching this show, this is a show that Alex and French and I are doing on the down and low. It's a down low show.
We thought it was about time we did a show just to give back to those diehard fans who are always following e-mprov.com. So this one's for you guys.
And it's not just them, but specifically the people who are interested in T-Bird and the Dranch. Those people, this is a gift for you.
Yeah.
This is a gift for you people in particular.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a secret.
Yeah, please don't tell anyone.
I do have an exciting announcement regarding the message board. We put a message board up on the site a couple of weeks ago. The thing took off like butter on pancakes. Just everyone was like, yes, yes, that tastes good. I had suggested early on that maybe people could use this message board technology to sort of use it as a central hub for blogs, to start blogs in the threads of the message board and sort of carry on your blog that way. Well, Morgan Phillips has done it. He has a blog. He is updating it every day. It is a fantastic blog. It's very well written, even if his story is sad.
Oh.
Sadly, his story is sad. And Nate Smith, who I don't know very well, not any Nate Smith you might know from New York City, but instead Nate Smith from Portland has promised to also start a blog on the message board. He hasn't done that yet. He has been very active. There was a flurry of activity from him on the message board this afternoon. I don't know. I bet he didn't think I would mention it, but there was a flurry of activity from Nate Smith this afternoon on the message board, but no birth of a new blog. I thought that was interesting. I was told there would be a new blog, but then no blog.
What did he do? What was all this activity?
He just commented on one of the many popular. He commented on four different threads. You know, he was just like, there was one thread talking about how popular the message board is. He commented on that. There was a thread talking about a couple different things. He was really active, and it felt like the message board, as popular as it has become, was even more popular when I saw those updates. You know?
Yeah.
Scary. Well, we're gonna get right to it. Let's do some improv, right? That's what we're here for, right?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
My name is T-Bird. This is the Dranch.
Oh.
That's it. That's the symbol. And the suggestion for our scenes this evening is commitment. Commitment.
Jerry, will you marry me? I'm just a simple woman asking her boyfriend if he'll marry me.
I'm so glad that you asked. I'm so glad that you asked. I have wanted to be married to you. Yes, I will. I'll marry you.
Yes. Oh, thank you so much.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Thank you.
Come in here. Oh, it's just hug.
Oh, Jerry, I love you.
I love you. I love you. I've loved you for years.
Oh,
We've been dating for what? For almost 18 years.
almost 18 years.
I've been waiting. I've been waiting for you to ask.
Well, I was waiting for you to ask.
I'm not going to ask. You know, I'm not going to ask. Men have asked women to marry them. The stats on that are so lopsided. I don't want to be a stereotype. I don't want to be a part of the problem.
Okay. You know what, Jerry? Let's not get into one of these gender discussions right now. I just want to celebrate tonight.
I want to celebrate tonight too. I'm so happy you finally asked.
I know. Let's get some champagne. Let's get some champagne, waiter. Just get whatever bottle is closest to you. Or just some champagne. Oh, this is really wonderful.
Thank you for ordering that champagne.
Well, I wanted it.
But you knew that I would want some too, and you got it for me also. You didn't just get a glass; you got a bottle.
Yes.
Thank you.
Don't. It's not a. It's not a thing. It's not a thing. It's just I thought champagne would be nice. I asked for champagne.
It is a thing. It's a thing, isn't it? A thing? Just at a very surface level, it must be a thing. It happened, right? It's a noun, isn't it? The thing that happened.
Yes, it is. Jerry, please just take off your professor hat for 1 second and just be my boyfriend, my fiance.
Your fiance, Professor Fiance.
Oh my
Let me
goodness.
change my name, Professor Fiance.
Oh, I can't believe I'm gonna go into the hospital tomorrow and they're not gonna believe it. They're not gonna believe that I'm gonna be wearing the ring that I've been showing them all for the last few months.
Oh, you've been showing them the ring.
Well, yeah, I mean, I had to pick out my own ring.
Well, where is it? Where is your ring? Where is the ring? What do you mean your ring?
It's my engagement ring.
Oh, but wait a second.
I knew you wouldn't. I knew you weren't gonna do the asking, and finally I bit the bullet, so I got myself a ring.
Well, okay, but
Yeah.
you asked me to marry you, so
Yes, but
I didn't even realize there should be a ring.
Jerry, don't tell me you want to wear this.
Is it for me?
No, it's for me. I mean, it'll maybe fit around your pinky.
So okay, so let me get this straight. So you want me to marry you and
Yes.
to attract me to you, to get me to say yes to this proposal, you bought your own self a ring.
Yes, that's tradition.
That's,
Jared,
that's the tradition, to buy yourself a ring?
No,
I don't think that is the tradition.
no, the tradition is for the woman to wear an engagement ring.
So you want to live that. I mean, I love you. I will do what I have to do to marry you.
Good.
But you want to toe that line.
You know, Jerry, would it make you feel good to wear the ring? Do you want to wear it around your pinky?
Yes, I would feel very good if we could just do things normally, and just.
Fine. Fine. You wear the ring.
That's not how you're supposed to do it, is it?
No. Stop. Jerry, please. Fine. Do you want me to get down on one knee? Here. Fine. Yeah. Here we go.
There's my pinky.
Here you go.
It's tight.
It's
tight.
It is resting between your nail and your first knuckle. It looks ridiculous, Jerry.
I don't care. I don't care what it looks like. It means something. This means something to me. All right?
Fine.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's take a photo of me with the ring with you.
You're welcome.
We'll take a photo. You're coming to the photo. Waiter, would you take a photo?
Here. Just use my phone.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Here we go.
Let's make sure that we get the hand in there. Mm-hmm.
Come on, stop. Put your hand down. That looks ridiculous.
They need to see the ring. They need to see the ring. This is what you do. This is what
They don't need to see the ring.
That is the shot. That is the shot that we need.
Stop.
Take the shot of my finger. Take the shot
Put
of
your
my
hand
finger.
down. I don't want to slap your
Take the
hand.
shot of my hand. Please don't slap my hand. Don't slap my hand.
Don't.
If you slap my hand, I'll slap your face. If you slap my hand, I will slap your face.
What did you say?
I said to you that if you slap my hand with this beautiful engagement ring on it, I will then slap your face. And I don't buy into this women can't be hit because they're the weaker sex. Right? I see you as an equal. If you slap me, I will slap you back.
Jerry, I don't like this.
What don't you like? I don't like to be threatened to be slapped either. I don't like that.
I said your hand. I was going to slap your hand. I was going to give you a little tisk tisk.
My hand is me. That's part of me, isn't it?
Yes, it is. but it's not the same.
I'm starting to rethink this whole thing.
I am too. Maybe the fact that we've been doing this for 18 years is enough of a sign that it's not going to work.
Well, what were you waiting for?
For you to ask!
I'm not going to be a stereotype for you, for anyone.
You don't have to be a stereotype. You just ask. You're purposefully going against the norm.
That is the stereotype, that I should ask, that I should buy a ring, that you wear, that then a shot is taken of your finger with the ring on your finger. That is the stereotype.
But you just make things so difficult, Jerry. Just please, for one, get a cell phone. For starters, I'm tired of all these letters and these landline phone calls. Just get with the times. You don't have to be such a rebel.
I want to be my own man. It's the same reason why I eat with my utensils backwards. It's the same precise reason.
It's so difficult for you.
Yeah.
Watching you eat is like watching a baby or a cave person eat. It's like you're picking it up for the first time.
It's amazingly difficult, especially with these. With these. Look at this, how narrow the handles are.
Stop it. It's too much.
I agree. My love for you is too much.
Stop it.
We cut away from this scene. The camera takes us out of the restaurant, down the street. There's a little alley with a light in the back of the alley. The camera turns down the alley. And there are two men warming their hands by a fire and a trash can.
Surprised it still gets this cold in the spring.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cold spring.
Oh.
Could have used a warmer spring.
Yeah, you can say that again. Or something like a hot tub.
What's that?
I said I could use a hot tub.
Sure.
That would be warmer.
Sure. If I could afford one.
Yeah. Oh, one of the ones with the jets. Oh.
What? Yeah. Jets in the hot tub?
Yeah, the bubblers.
Oh sure. Yeah. If I could afford it, I would. If I could afford a hot tub, I probably would have to get one without the jets.
Yeah, that's true. But the jets are worth it. Oh, they feel
think so?
good. Oh,
I wouldn't pay. I wouldn't pay for that. I don't have the money.
Well, you don't have the money for a hot tub, but
Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't get one of those either.
if you did,
Yeah. Hypothetically, I'm saying I wouldn't get the jets.
oh yeah. But hey, I guess the first thing we do if we had money is probably get a rich meal in our stomachs.
Yeah, sure. If I had the money, I'd buy a meal.
Yeah, maybe get a nice steak, some thick bacon on the side.
Ah, I'd love it. Yeah, nice
Some
steak
wine.
with bacon.
Oh yeah.
That's great. I don't, I doubt I could afford it though if I got the steak.
Afford what?
The bacon. And it's got to be extra, right?
Yeah, but I'm just saying if you had a bunch of money to get a meal.
Oh yeah, I don't.
Well, I know. Neither do I. That's why we're sitting here.
I'm sorry. I'm confused.
Just don't.
Confused. It's hypothetical what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Because it seems like you're getting mad at me for sort of. I'm coming back at you with hypotheticals. You're saying hypothetically, if you had a lot of money, I'm saying hypothetically, okay, I've got the money for the steak, but not for the bacon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm coming back at you with a hypothetical.
I'm
Is that
just.
cool?
Yeah. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to fight here. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I wish
don't
we
wanna
had
fight.
food. I wish we had food.
Me too. I mean, I agree with you about that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, even if I did come across enough money that I could afford the steak with the bacon, I probably would save that extra money because I'll tell you, I've been on the streets for 7 years now.
Me too. About that long. 5 years for me, but.
You'd be back on the streets if you get all your money, you spend it on bacon right away. I wouldn't do it. That's a bad idea.
No, I wouldn't spend all my money, but I get a little meal in me.
Well, you never specified, did you? I mean, how much money do you have? And how much is the steak and how much is the bacon?
I don't have any money.
Well, I don't either. But hypothetically, I'm saying. Hypothetically, how much money are you saying that you have when you walk into this restaurant?
$1,000.
I don't want to fight. $1,000?
$1,000.
Okay, you've got 1,000.
Yes.
All right. So what kind of restaurant is this? Where are you?
Well, it's a nice Italian restaurant, and I would assume, if it was me, if I had the $1,000, I tell you what, I'd hire a nice buxom woman to come with me.
Oh, you're wasting all your money. I couldn't afford that. I wouldn't.
What?
I wouldn't get that.
No, you just paid for an escort. You're ruining this scenario.
What?
I'm just trying to take my mind off the fact that we just ate a rat.
Me too. I want to play this hypothetical game with you. I like it. I like to imagine things that aren't happening.
Right?
Like right now, I don't have to make the decision about whether or not I can afford a escort because I definitely can't. I don't have the money.
That's
But if I did have the money for an escort, I'd still make the decision not to spend on it because I can't afford it. I just got off the street, I'm assuming. And, what you're imagining is like you've got an escort. You probably need like a phone or like an internet connection or something like that. What are you going to do? You're just going to go down the street and try to find an escort? I don't think so. You're going to get a hooker that way. So you signed up for internet access now. That's like $112 minimum. Minimum $112.
You're sucking the fun out of this fantasy.
I don't think so. This is the most fun I've had in a long time. You're not enjoying this?
Russell, no.
It's your idea.
Yeah, my idea is to have boatloads of money to walk in a nice charcoal gray suit.
You didn't say that. You said $1,000. I asked you specifically how much money do you have, and you're saying hypothetically I've got $1,000.
All right. How about this? How about now I got $1 million.
$1 million? You got $1 million?
I got $1 million.
How'd you
I'm wearing a suit. I drove in on a Lamborghini. I get out with a beautiful woman. And we walk in and we get a nice steak, 2 steaks with bacon on the side and some rich red wine. Ooh, and I lick it up like a dog. Oh, because I can do that because I can act like a dog and they won't care because I'm so rich.
Well, that I agree with you, but I would do that too. I'd act like a dog.
Oh, yeah.
If I had the money to eat like a dog, I'd do it.
Oh. Well, I'm not saying I want to eat like a dog.
You said it. You said I'd look it up like a dog. I don't understand what's going on
I
with
would
you,
lap
Phil.
up the wine as a joke, like a dog. I wouldn't want to eat the steak. I wouldn't want to throw the steak and the bacon on the ground.
I don't know what to tell you. If you eat like a dog, then you're eating like a dog. You said it. Why are you fighting with me? You said I want to lap up my food like a dog.
So, honestly, you're driving me nuts.
Okay, I guess the streets are getting to you. It's your 5-year mark. That's supposed to be as hard as your first year. Did you know that? That your 5th year on the streets is as hard as your first year, just like a new business.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, that's why you're having a hard time.
Maybe you're right.
I like this game. I like this game of yours, so it's going to get you through a lot of hard times. This is a good game that you've got. I like it.
Thanks.
How'd you get your $1 million? How'd you come by it?
I won the lottery.
Wait, you spent money on a lotto ticket?
Yeah. I play the Powerball. $2 for the Powerball.
I wouldn't do that.
What?
I wouldn't do. I couldn't go. I couldn't enjoy your hypothetical. I wouldn't do that.
Russ, this money's not real. This $2 isn't even real.
I know it's not real. I'm saying hypothetically, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't choose to buy a lotto ticket.
You wouldn't buy a lottery ticket to get $1 million?
No, you don't know that when you buy a lottery ticket. It's a gamble, and I'll tell you what else. I wouldn't even pick up a lotto ticket if I saw one lying on the street.
Oh,
I wouldn't do it. It's too much energy. It's too much energy. I honestly, if I'm playing my character in this hypothetical situation, realistically, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't pick it up.
No, come on. I'm out all day picking up cans and bottles. You won't pick up a lottery ticket?
No, because I know it's a gamble.
Paper?
I'd pick up a can because I know a can can be cut into a weapon for sure. I'd pick up a can like that.
You know what, man? You're unreal.
Are you doing that hypothetically now, or do you mean it?
I mean it for you, Russ. You're too much sometimes. I'm sitting here. We're cold. We're talking about we're cold. It's spring.
It's a cold spring.
Yeah, I know. It's cold. It's spring. It's April. We're supposed to be getting warm now. We just had a rat. We caught a rat. And we ate it. And I'm just trying to take our mind off of things.
Me too. Let me try. Let me try. Let me describe a situation for you.
Great.
All right? Okay. Let's say tomorrow we get news that a wealthy relative of mine has passed away.
Okay, keep going.
Guy pulls up in a limo, gets out of the limo, comes down this alley, finds me, and I'm like, this is my buddy Phil. Whatever goes for me goes for him. Okay?
I'm with him.
Except, here's the thing. I'm not going to let either one of us spend any money irresponsibly.
What do you mean?
Well, I wouldn't. I mean, okay, so the guy's like, you have a large inheritance.
Oh, money.
$5 million.
Oh, yeah.
But I've had good luck before, and I know that stuff spreads thin. You use it a lot. You go to that well a lot, and it's gonna run out.
All right, we save a little bit. We spend a little bit to get ourselves down to Miami.
No, I don't think so. I think what I would do is I would tell the man to put the money in a bank account for us. And the first thing I would do is I would try to find another rat to eat. Because that money now is gaining interest.
Listen, you have to be kidding me.
What?
You have a $5 million inheritance and you're going to look for a rat?
Yeah, to eat. So that we don't have to spend any money on food and we can gain that interest for the money that we put in the bank. Oh, I'd eat a rat. Ooh. You know what I would do? You know what I would do, seriously? Remember that other rat, that diseased rat that was covered in its own filth?
Don't say that.
No, you know the rat I mean, right? We both said that we wouldn't eat that today because what's the point? But I would eat it, and I would make you eat it under those circumstances.
Would you have $5 million sitting in a bank account?
Yeah, I would make you eat it because then we'd get more interest on that $5 million. Under those circumstances, it makes sense to eat a rat, a sick rat, covered in filth.
Guess what? You try and put that rat in my mouth, I'm going to slap you in the hand.
You slap me in my hand? I'd slap you in your face. You slap me in my hand.
What did you just say?
I said I'd slap you in your face.
I thought we were friends.
Cut away to a hot air balloon. Woo!
What a view. Mama.
What a view.
Yeah, mama. Wowie.
What's that?
Wowie, wow.
Wowie.
This is incredible.
We're up high.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this.
Wow. We were getting heated. It was getting heated. We needed to let the air out, you know?
Hey, and now we're getting tons of air. This is incredible.
This is great up here. It's really nice.
Oh my goodness, I feel like a bird.
We're brothers. We're brothers. We should have this kind of experience, you know?
Yeah, you're right.
We need something. Broaden our horizons. You're right.
No, you're right.
I shouldn't have been so careless with the car.
Wait, say that again?
I know I put up a big fight about it before because I think as an American it's important to express myself with the car, but you loved Spot. And
he's like a member of the family.
It's wrong for me to just gun the car and tear out of the driveway backwards. It's wrong.
Thank you.
But it's also wrong of Spot to...
Don't. Paul, don't say it.
Sorry, that was just instinctual. I don't want to fight.
Me neither.
It's so beautiful up here.
Hey, there's no need to fight when you can see mountains.
Yeah, mountains. I mean, my God, what a planet that we live on, right? What a planet.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Man. You seen that Planet Earth series? Whoa.
Yes, I'm watching it.
It's amazing.
Oh, it's so good. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in one of those right now.
I do too.
This is incredible.
What would they say? Right?
Yeah. What would they say?
Yeah.
Oh, I think they'd say something close to what you just said about it. This is a majestic earth that we live on, with mountains and plateaus
Oh, you're so talented. That's
and
such a good
human
accent.
beings. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
That's
Thank you
it.
so much.
That is it.
Yeah. Yeah. This is special. Glad we could just bury the hatchet.
I mean, what would they say about what happened? What would their perspective be from planet Earth? Because they take a global perspective, and I think we're taking a very narrow, human-centric. We're really looking at this from the perspective of we're humans, we're in control of everything, and that's the reason why global warming is out of control, right? Because we think we can just use resources however we want. It's our resources, right?
Well, yeah.
Thing is, that's a double-edged sword.
Again, it's not really. You know what? It's our Earth.
Yeah.
It's our Earth. We're here for a limited amount of time. Let's use it.
It's all of our Earth. It's all of our Earth.
Yeah, and we can always use it.
We're responsible for the global warming, but like if a hippopotamus was going to a factory and burning coal, then the hippo would be responsible, right?
Yes. I guess so.
Right.
That's crazy. That doesn't make sense. That's what separates the humans from the animals.
I mean, I guess if you want to say it doesn't make sense to work in a factory, I agree. It's a horrible job.
No, I mean, it doesn't. A hippo going to a factory is a nonsensical hypothetical.
How come?
Because a hippo could never work in a factory.
I think it could. I think it could under the right circumstances. I mean, like when dinosaurs died out, they probably didn't think monkeys were going to become us. I think it could.
That's okay. Like maybe millions of years. You know what? I was by the time a hippo would have evolved to be able to work in a factory, the Earth will be gone by then.
Hey, bro, don't make me say millions of years before I say everything I say, okay? I'm assuming I always take a large view. I always take a long view. So, like, if the problem that you have with what I'm saying is that it only makes sense if millions of years go by, just, like, assume I mean millions of years, okay? Because I like you. I don't want to... My bro, I don't want to
You're right.
spell everything out for you.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just sometimes you take such a broad view that it's frustrating to discuss any little thing.
Yeah, I understand that.
Just a practical guy.
You what?
I'm just a practical guy. I'm sorry.
I mean, you like planet Earth, so you get it.
Yeah.
It's not just about us, it's also about the animals.
Man, there's so much amazing stuff out there.
Spot shouldn't have been behind my car.
Stop, Paul. Don't.
It's true.
Don't say that.
I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it.
You shouldn't have torn out of my driveway.
I shouldn't have, and I take responsibility for that. But listen, you might get a second dog. You might get another dog, and if you do, you got to treat it like it has, value, and you got to teach it not to sit behind cars because it'll get squashed again.
No.
It'll happen, especially in this country, because this is America, buddy, and people express themselves with their cars.
Paul, Spot was a dog. Was that an expression to hit Spot? Was it an expression to hit Spot? Because my understanding was that you heard that The Hobbit was out on DVD, and you just tore out of the driveway to go get it.
I wanted to go get it. But here's the thing. I used an expression because I'm expressing that I don't expect a dog but to be behind my car. I expect my brother to teach that dog to be responsible.
Stop it.
It's the truth. Don't tell me to stop it. I'm trying to help you.
That is ridiculous.
Do you love dogs?
Yes.
So
I guess I do.
You'll probably get another dog, right?
Yeah, in time. Once the family is done mourning, once Penny is done crying for Spot.
I don't envy your situation.
You shouldn't.
I don't. Penny was upset.
She was furious. That dog was a gift from her parents.
She was upset. She has every right to be. That dog shouldn't be back there. And I shouldn't be...
Stop, no.
I shouldn't be driving around like I'm driving around.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so let's describe the situation that happened.
Thank you.
I'm driving carelessly, recklessly fast.
Thank you.
Dog is trying to get hit.
No.
Well...
Don't.
It's not like it was running away and I tracked it down.
Are you
Okay, it's
trying
not
to
like
say
that.
that Spot was trying to commit suicide because he was unhappy with us?
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm saying he was living a life that was without any thought. He wasn't. It would be like if I slept with a gun in my mouth, and then if it goes off, I'm like, oh, it's someone else's fault. Well, let me tell you, buddy, guns don't kill people. That's what they mean by that.
What? That is not what they mean by that.
It sure is. They wouldn't blame a gun in that situation. You wouldn't get a good lawsuit if I slept with a gun in my mouth. They'd say people kill people. You killed yourself, buddy. You
All
did
right.
that.
Yeah,
Right?
and here's the thing. You're choosing to put that gun in your mouth. Spot was a dog. He's not thinking about hurting himself.
Neither's the guy who sleeps with a gun in his mouth. He doesn't think it's going to go off. He thinks he's safe. I
No.
think he's fine, that guy.
Oh, no.
Why would he sleep with a gun? Why would he do it then?
Paul, you tell me. Why would he put a gun in his mouth?
Because he wants to be able to get it fast if someone comes in?
Why did you put it in your mouth?
Because
That
you know
was
where it is.
ridiculous.
Oh God, I've done it. I've done it. When I lived in the inner city and I was scared, I slept with a gun in my mouth.
Stop.
It's true. It's true. I slept with a gun in my mouth when I lived in a high crime area because I was scared. And now I look back on it and I realize how dumb that was. It could have gone off. It was loaded, and it didn't have a safety. It didn't have a safety, and it wasn't even a regulation gun. It was like a put together, cobbled together firearm. That's like Spot. That's like Spot. What Spot does. It is.
Paul, I was just feeling sympathy for you. I was just about to apologize for not being there more when you were on hard times. And you have to bring it back to the spot. You have to make yourself right again.
Why did you never reach out when I was living on the hard streets? Why did you never reach out?
You refused to get a cell phone. I had no way to contact you.
Those things are risky. They'll give you a tumor.
Stop it.
I want to tell you something. I shot myself in my head one night when I was sleeping with my gun in my mouth. Accidentally, I shot myself in my head.
What do you mean?
The gun went off. I was rolling in bed and the gun went off. It was pointed right inside my mouth, went out the back of my head. That's when I hit rock bottom. That was my bounce moment. That's when I bounced.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry.
It took out a substantial part of my brain.
No.
I blew out a large section of my brain at the back of my head.
What? But how did they fix it? How did you even pay for all of that?
It was Obamacare. It was covered under Obamacare. I was a test case.
Hey, Paul. Now you're being ridiculous.
It was Obamacare.
Nah, come on.
It was. It was a test case. It was not. No, I'm not pulling your leg. I shot myself in the back of my head back in '08, late '08, and then I got put on a list, and Obama was sworn in 2009, and they wanted to see what policies were. This is not what they eventually ended up legislating, but they had this single buyer system, and I was, they were like, this guy. Here's what you don't know. I shot myself in the back of my head. Next night, I did the same thing again.
What? How were you?
Myself.
You're telling me you shot yourself through the head, and the next day you were alive and awake and well enough to shoot yourself again?
Yeah, I was in the hospital, and I had my second gun, the one I strapped to my ankle. I was so worried. That was a bad hospital. It was a bad neighborhood. So I put that little Saturday night special in my mouth, and I could fit the whole thing in my mouth.
Oh.
It went off 3 times in my head.
3 times?
Yeah, but there were smaller bullets. It went off one through my cheekbone, one straight through my brain, and the other one just through my front teeth. I was a mess. I was like, where's my brother? Where's my brother?
I didn't know how to contact you. I didn't even know any of this happened.
I'm not going to get a cell phone and give myself a tumor when I've already got bullets going through my brain.
Well, you could have just called me. Because you could have just called me from the hospital, Paul.
I had brain damage. I couldn't remember your number.
But
You should have looked. You should have looked for me. There were photos of me up on Facebook.
I'm not getting on Facebook.
You loved Facebook, but you took it too far, and now you won't go back on.
It was a time suck.
I'm sorry about what happened.
You should have told me.
I tried. Anyway, I guess because 4 bullets went through my head, so the Obamacare program took care of me. And ever since then, I wanted to be a better American.
You've certainly been a better brother.
Friends?
Yes.
Do you want to see what happens if we pop the balloon?
What?
I just think it would be a cowboy thing to do, to just pop the balloon.
We die.
I don't know. I'm not so sure about that. I shot myself in my own head 4 times.
So then...
And I drove pretty recklessly earlier today.
Yes, and it's a miracle. It's a miracle that you're still around and here. Let's not chance it. Let's celebrate what we have. I know where you are now. We're friends again.
This is a block.
Paul.
I could shoot the balloon. I could shoot the balloon.
Paul, don't. Put that gun down or I'm going to have to slap your hand.
If you slap my hand, I'll smack your face.
That's not fair. You have a gun.
Okay, that's our show. That's our show. There it is. There it is. The unifying principle of our 4th T-Bird and the Dranch show. As always, this is the Dranch, Alex French.
Woo!
And
this is T-Bird.
Thank you
Terry
so
Winters.
much. Thank you so much. And this has been e-mprov Monday. Thank you for all who watched all the great shows today. I haven't seen all of the sets, but it seems like the Chinese Menu and the Man Dude Bro shows were extremely popular, and I'm excited to check them out. And I got to tell you, there's a place in my heart, and there always will be, for the makeup artists. Did you see that set? You didn't see that set, did you?
No.
All Irish team. First thing that they say is, we're gonna have a devil bell. And I was sold. I was sold the second they said to me, they were like, there's going to be a devil bell involved in our show. I was like, I've done things like that. That sounds great.
Can I tell you, this is a fun thing. We have relatives. This is absolutely 100% true.
What can this be?
We have relatives in Ireland. And they came over to visit when I was in Cincinnati, when I was a teenager. They came to visit, stayed with our family. Not like my family specifically, but our larger extended family.
Sure. And
a true belief that the mother held was that during a thunderstorm, she started freaking out and was absolutely sure that we had our dog inside and nowhere near where it could get outside, because her belief was that if the dog was outside, it could be struck by lightning, and the lightning would be held in its teeth, and then the dog could bite someone and kill it. The electricity would be transmitted from the dog's teeth into a human's body.
Oh my God, that is a very specific.
Yes.
That almost seems slanderous. What are you telling me? Are you associating that belief with the country of Ireland?
Well, no, because she was Irish. But when you said devil bell, this was like a devilish thing that she believed. Or it felt like it was like a work of the devil.
A work of the devil to get to. Well, I think these ladies that I saw today know that electricity can't be kept in dogs' teeth. I think. But
it was just this one woman.
Just that one woman?
Yeah, the kids didn't even believe it.
Someone must have told her, though. Someone must have told her that electricity.
Oh, I argued with her as a teenager. I remember.
Jen and I mean, like, it's fun to laugh at that, but Jen and I both are such namby-pambies. Like, we are, like, the most scared couple on the planet. We went, I remember 3-4 years ago, we went out to My parents have a house out on the edge of Long Island. We went out there to spend a couple of days. Beautiful, right? Get away from the city.
Uh-huh.
First night there. The first thought I have is there could be a psycho. There might be a psycho. There might be a psycho, and
That's such a funny term too, more so than like even like a killer or a robber is a psycho.
Because I could see myself. I honestly, like in my mind, I could be like, oh, if a killer comes in, they could kill me, and that'd be sad, but that'd be a tragedy. I'd be okay. You know what I mean? Like that's just bad luck. Psycho might torture you. I can't take that. I couldn't take the psycho torture. I couldn't. I just wouldn't. I couldn't bear it.
Now, let me ask you this: do you keep anything in your room to potentially protect yourself? Like, do you have a baseball bat or something nearby?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay.
I've got nothing. I've got nothing. In fact, I was going to follow up that story by saying that most of my fears are supernatural. Psycho at that time, but in the apartment in New York, I was convinced that an old lady would often sit in the office chair that we had. We had a plush, like, rolly office chair, and I would dream. I'd wake up and I'd be like, "There's an old hag. He's an old hag." 2 rooms away, waiting for me in the office chair, and I was just so scared of it. I was so scared all the time of that hag. I was so scared that it would come.
You have such a vivid imagination.
Yeah, yeah.
These are great.
And Jen's got them too. Jen did this one move one night where she woke up in the middle of the night and she was like, she just let loose this horrible scream. She was like, ah, ah, ah. I was like, what is it? What is it, honey? And she was like, there's a credit card on the wall. I see a credit card floating on the wall. I was scared of that. That was what her fear was.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
what about you've got Ken Beck and Corey as your roommates, right?
Yeah.
Do they ever wake up in the middle of the night? Do they ever do anything weird at night?
No, you know what? They both use, I think, like white noise sleep machines.
Oh, interesting.
Or especially Ken does. I know. I think Ken has like an actual thing that creates white noise. But I think Corey sometimes like plays it through his computer or iPhone or something. I think.
Okay. And
but Ken maybe
more advanced.
Yeah. Ken might do that too, but I think he has it a separate thing, just for like white noise.
Well, I mean, like, okay. Do they ever? What happens if they don't have their white noise? Do they ever get up and do something not so?
I haven't seen it.
It's okay. We're broadcasting this, so you can say.
I know. They haven't. I think I'm the only one. I think I have once or twice in the past. This happens like very rarely, but it's also a thing. I think if I've had a lot to drink, I think I've been known to do some slight like sleep talking after I've fallen asleep.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Anything good?
I don't think so. I think it ends up being mostly just nonsense.
Yeah. I think that's good stuff. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, so that is the Dranch, everyone. Thank you for watching.